Hello, my name is Marcus, and welcome to my channel. I've been doing YouTube series for around 8 years now. I've been a fan of action figures. I've been a serious collector for the last 10 years. I've been an avid gamer my entire life. I've been an avid fan of anime and movies my entire life. I've been a fan of travel, Walt Disney World, Universal Studios my entire life. Welcome to my world. This is the 2025 edition of my complete collection. This is a full opening into my world. Some of you watch me for the Dragon Ball content. Some of you watch me for Disney World. Some of you watch me for just action figures in general. Some of you watch me for gaming. So if you're just a fan of me in general, buckle down, get comfortable. Let's go through everything. This is Mark Jack 79's 2025 complete collection overview. Let's do it. I'm going to start this collection vid with the section that is most important to me, for sure. That is the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball action figure side of my collection. This is definitely the one that is the most expensive by far. This is the one that I have the most passion for. I have been a fan of the anime Dragon Ball since it came over to the States in the 1990s on Toonami Cartoon Network. I've been a mega fan ever since. And without Dragon Ball, if you look at my logo, there would be no Mark Jack 79. So let's get started. We have our Ultra Instinct Gokus with Jiren. Got the Broly. Got all of the forms of Goku. Multiple different levels from different versions of the anime. Gogeta in the middle there, leading into our Vegeta. We have our classic Broly from Dragon Ball Z, Ultra Ego Vegeta. I'm very proud of that. We have our Z Warriors, Beast Gohan, Orange Piccolo. We have kind of our versions of the characters from the Cell Saga. That's definitely my favorite saga from Dragon Ball for sure. Goku Black, the androids Cell. We got Goku Black Zamasu, Hit, Vegito, some of the fused characters, the Boos, Hercule, Android 21, Gotenks, have the Frieza Force, an entire shelf dedicated to the Frieza Force. Very proud of that. The Ginyu Force, the evolution of Frieza, King Ko, Cooler, Zarbon and Dodoria. We have some movie characters, Dragon Ball GT and Dragon Ball Daima, Beerus and Whis, Turles in the back there of our Super Saiyan 4s. Very happy with that. We have some custom Dragon Ball, Golden Fire Goku and Vegeta. Have a little montage of Gohan here at the top. Frieza Saga, Gohan and Krillin. We got another Piccolo, the androids, Jiro and Android 19. Dragon Ball figures, this is where it all started. Not where the line started, but this is where the anime started. Goku, Krillin, Roshi, Jackie Chun, King Piccolo, Tien, Chaozu. Very cool, man. Tao Pow Pow. Gotta love it, for sure. Like I said, if I had to pick the portion of my collection that is my absolute favorite, it is definitely the Dragon Ball stuff, without a doubt. I have my own little shrine of Gokus here. These are some older Gokus that no longer find themselves on the main shelf, but can't just throw them away, so this is where they are. So that I don't forget, I do have a signed Super Saiyan God Vegeta picture from Chris Sabat. That is the voice of Vegeta and Piccolo and so many other characters. Have Sean Shimo signed a Resurrection F poster for me. Very cool. And then just a normal poster with Ultra Instinct Goku, Jiren, Vegeta, Blackhead, so on and so forth. The second most important portion of my collection is definitely the Jack specific / SH Figuarts Super Mario section. Without this section, this channel would not even exist. Super Mario has been an essential part of my life since I was 5 years old. I am currently 37, so man, that's 32 years, man. So what can I say? We have our Figuarts Mario and Luigi and the centerpiece here. We have our Band Presto Bowser. This, in my opinion, is still the best height size representative of Bowser, even more so than the Jack specific or the SH Figuarts Bowser Jr. Got Yoshi and the Toads, the Baby Mario, Baby Luigi, Donkey Kong, Toadette. Still need a 4-inch Rosalina, so bad. They have some Koopas in the background there with a silhouette of some of the classic Mario titles: Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario World, Yoshi's Island, the original Super Mario Brothers with Duck Hunt, Super Mario Galaxy 2, the original Paper Mario. We have a Birdo in the background. A 4-inch Birdo is finally coming, if you didn't know. Yes, it is. And Wario, Waluigi. Finally got that 4-inch Daisy. Peach right there. Magic Koopa, Goomba. Have some more Koopa characters there that you fight in the Super Mario franchise. We have a shelf of forms here. Fire Mario, Fire Luigi in the center. We have Star Power Mario, Gold Mario, Mario Cappy, Flying Mario and Luigi from Super Mario Galaxy, Raccoon Mario, Ice Mario from this how his regular occurrence, and Ice Mario how he appears in Super Mario Galaxy. That is a custom. We have B Mario, Spring Mario, Super Mario Galaxy, Propeller Mario, Penguin Mario, Mario Maker, Luigi Maker. The 8-bit characters, kind of sad that the 8-bit line ended for sure. I mean, honestly, at this point, the 4-inch line has kind of subsided as well. We're only getting like one release per year. That's insane to me. I would have bought every release if they would have continued the line. It's just a shame. We have all of the colored Yoshis, red, pink, purple, yellow, orange, blue. We have Captain Mario, Explorer Mario from Super Mario Odyssey. Kind of blows my mind that they didn't continue that line as well. Cat Mario, Luigi, Peach, Toad, Tanuki Mario, White Tanuki Mario, Squirrel Mario. We have a Figure Arts Bowser, super small, but I'm happy to have him in my collection. We have the Koopa Kids. We have all of them in one form or another, except Morton. It's unfortunate that he costs like $400 on eBay. Just can't do it. Custom White Yoshi, custom Luigi Mario, some Shy Guys. We have a custom Mario from Super Mario Galaxy. We have a Rainbow Mario and Luigi custom from Super Mario Odyssey as well. Mario and Cappy, very nice. Another Koopa. I did start collecting the Jack-specific stages as well, because I figured since they weren't making any more of the 4-inch figures, I didn't just want to give up on the line completely, so started bringing in the stages. So we have the underground sector. We have a Mario popcorn bucket from the movie. That is, this is the first time I ever went viral on my channel. It was just of me filming myself buying this bucket. Don't ask me why the algorithm decided to give that video 6 million views, but it did. Princess Peach's Castle. This is from the movie. A Wiggler Deluxe Mario Kart from the movie. Then we have our Mario movie characters here. Bowser, Tanuki Mario, Cat Mario, Peach in her motorcycle outfit, Magic Koopa, Toad, the Mario Brothers, Peach. Comes out good, man. Really, really happy to have movie characters on the display as well. Really, really happy with that. Let's take it over to the side here. More Jack-specific Mario stages. We have a desert playthrough, the Soda Jungle, the Air Fortress. We have our deluxe Bowser's Castle interior. We have an Epic Universe Mario Kart trophy. If you've ever been to Super Nintendo World at Epic Universe, this is a souvenir that you can purchase. Really, really happy to have that in my collection. Captain Toad figure. This is exclusive to Super Nintendo World as well. It can only be purchased from a Super Nintendo World from California at Universal Studios, or Epic Universe at Universal Studios Orlando. Same thing with the Donkey Kong refrigerator magnet here. This is exclusive to Super Mario World Epic Universe or Super Mario World Japan. We have our flagpole Jack-specific stage here. It comes out good. We have another Super Mario World kind of Mario statue there. Super Mario Galaxy, a statue, GameCube. We have just extra 2.5-inch Mario figures. I just didn't really know what to do with, so I just displayed them here. We have a Toad house with some toads and a cat toad, and some packaged 8-bit Star Power Mario and Luigi, regular present Mario clothed 8-bit black and white Mario from Super Mario World on the Game Boy, Cat Mario. Then we have a Jack-specific ice stage with Ice Mario, Ice Luigi, a White Yoshi, the blooper, this penguin guy, and a piranha plant. I have a vivid collection of Mario hats as well. We have Mario himself, Luigi, Cappy, Fire Mario, Wario, Waluigi. Don't let me forget a custom-made wing cap Mario from Super Mario 64 that I just made, cutting off the wings from a Paracoopa and gluing them onto a Jack-specific Mario figure. Comes out good. That's one of my favorites for sure. And we have a Mario bag. Look at that. Sweet, dude. Super Mario Bros. 3 poster, Super Mario Galaxy poster. If you didn't know, if you've seen my top 10 Mario video, Super Mario Galaxy, in my opinion, is the best Mario game of all time. We have a Super Mario World logo, Super Mario World poster. Comes out good. Super Mario Odyssey poster comes out good. We have a Super Smash Brothers Ultimate card reading there. It comes out good. That is me meeting the voice of Mario, Charles Martinet, and that is also the voice of Bowser. I can't think of his name. Speaking of Bowser, we have the Road to Bowser with Mario about to hit the switch there. Got Bowser's Castle. We have my collection of the wristbands that you can get from Super Nintendo World. We have Mario, Peach, Donkey Kong, and Luigi. Comes out good. Really proud of that for sure. They're $50 a piece, and these are the wristbands that are needed to play the games at Super Mario World in Orlando and California. We have our World of Nintendo Princess Peach's Castle. Really loving that. One of my favorite pieces in my entire collection. Peach, Toad, and Toadette with Daisy with the centerpieces there. A pink Bob-Off to help guard it. Then we have our Acorn Plains. The display here comes out good as well. Then we have a box of Super Mario Brothers cereal that came out with Mario Odyssey. If anybody remembers that, you're awesome. I had a whole hunt video of me trying to search down that cereal. Yeah, buddy. We have a Bowser Jr. leading the airship and ready to take on Mario. That comes out good. It's one of my favorite pieces from my collection as well. We have a deluxe Boo's Mansion with a King Boo and a Boo holding guard, Luigi shaking in his boots, but ever so ready. He needs his Polar Ghoster 3000. We have Piranha Plant Bones, another Boo, another Bones Piranha Plant, Para Bones Koopa. Comes out good, man. Really love that piece as well. Then we have a Cloud level with just different versions of Mario on the show. Comes out good, man. And I think that concludes the Mario portion of the collection. Very nice. All right, let's switch gears. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I became a fan of this show when I was a 5-year-old boy. 1993 is when this show premiered, and just like millions of other 90s kids, that first episode when this group of ragtag teenagers transformed into the fighting force, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, I was smitten for at least a good 4 or 5 years during the heyday. Man, oh man, I love this show so much. We have the full team from the SH Figure Arts line, red, pink, black, yellow, and blue, and yellow and green, all the original Rangers. From the Lightning Collection line, we have the Ninjetti Rangers. I'm very proud of this as well. They have Lord Dracon and as a centerpiece there. Probably one of the greatest adversaries the Rangers ever faced. We have the Power Rangers Zeo. Even after the Mighty Morphin line ended, I was still a full-fledged fan throughout the entire duration of Power Rangers Zeo, from the Gold Ranger, easily my favorite, to the red, pink, green, yellow, and blue. We have a Ninjetti cat that is sealed, even though she was not the first Pink Ranger. She is definitely a prominent part of the show. Have Alpha 5 in the background there. Zordon with a Power Morpher there, with the Tyrannosaurus Rex Power Coin in there. Have their coins and weapons going on here. So good. Don't mind the dust there. I already know. We have a Power Rangers poster at the bottom there. Comes out good. If you look up in the corner there, that is me meeting Jason David Frank. Rest in peace. I also met Ashley, the Yellow Ranger. Super cool person to meet. Super nice, super sweet. We have our villains here. I don't have a ton of villains on the core. Just a Lord Zed, a Godar, a Rita Repulsa, Avenues, a Tangle Warrior. I don't have any putties. I need some putties like so bad, man. We have a Sega CD, Power Rangers manual there. Then we have our original DVD of the Power Rangers movie. Gotta love that. So before I had any of the Rangers, I had the Legacy Collection, my White Ranger Saba, and the Green Ranger Dagger. I'm so happy that I added these to my collection. Easily some of my favorite pieces, along with the Morphers here. So cool, man. So cool. We also recently acquired the Lightning Collection, Power Ranger Sword, the Power Sword, the Yellow Ranger Daggers, and the Blue Ranger Lances. I thought that they would eventually release the Black Ranger Power Axe and the Pink Ranger Bow, but I was regretfully informed by the Power Rangers fan base that this line was discontinued before they decided to finish off the line. That is an absolute shame. I still need to track down maybe just like a bootleg version of the Black Ranger Power Axe and the Pink Ranger Bow. If you have any idea or best versions to get, feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Sonic the Hedgehog. If you've been following my channel for years, you know how important the aspect of this portion of the channel is. If my channel were a tree, this branch would be right at the top. I love this franchise, always have. Right there with the Super Mario franchise. So happy that Jack Specific has added so many characters to this line. I don't know why they support this line so much more than the Super Mario line, but here we are. Every character that I have ever loved from this franchise, I have a version of on my shelf in modern and in classic form. It's honestly quite insane, the support that we've gotten for these characters. Sonic the Hedgehog, Miles Tails Power, Amy Rose, Cream, Metal Sonic, Big, Mega Sonic, Eggman himself, classic and present, Team Chaotix, Victor, Espio, Blaze, Chaos, gotta love it, Super Sonic, we have Emo Metal Sonic, I'm just playing, it's like Super Metal Sonic, the Egg Robo from Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Omega, Shadow, Rogue from Team Dark, Knuckles the Echidna, Mephiles the Dark, the Werehog. We got a Werehog figure. A Werehog figure. It just makes me so happy, bro. It really does. It's insane, man. Got these classic characters from Sonic Mania and from more classic Sonic titles. This is Mighty, and I can't think of the squirrel's name. Yeah, I know the Sonic fans in the video are gonna be like, what the hell, man? What the hell? I'm sorry. I'm trying to remember like 1,000 characters' names right now that I haven't played in years. We have these egg guys from, I know he's from Sonic Mania. I think he's from Sonic Mania as well. And then we have the Egg Robo from Sonic the Hedgehog 3 for sure. Then you have Jet the Hawk, super cool. Very happy to have these crazy characters on the shelf as well. Characters that I would never thought in a million years that they would ever make figures for. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. We have a classic Sonic form from Smash Brothers who just painted it with orange gloves and orange shoes. Nothing crazy. I made a metal Toad because I don't know. I had an extra Toad and I didn't know what to do with them. So metal Toad, that's Mario, but yeah. Also, don't let me fail to mention that Chaos is standing on the pile of full 7 Chaos Emeralds, and then the Master Emerald is right there behind them as well. Then we have the Time Spear, the Time Emerald, I think that's what that one is called, from Sonic Forces. And of course, with the movie Mario characters, we have the Sonic movie characters as well. Sonic himself, and these are all from Sonic the Hedgehog 3. We got Angry Tails, Knuckles, Shadow, Eggman, Gerald Robotnik. We have the Sonic plane there from the play set. We have the Tornado. These are both the Tornado. This one's from the game, from Sonic the Hedgehog 2. We have the Death Egg, clearly based off of the Star Wars Death. Oh man, our Star Wars fans are gonna nuke me. Just can't clear of the Death Star. It's clear the Death Egg, the Death Star. There we go. See, I remember it. It just took me a second. Sorry, I'm drinking too. We also have some play sets from Sonic the Hedgehog as well. We have the Green Hill Zone. We have, this one's from Sonic Mania. I can't remember the name of that one. Then, of course, don't let me fail to mention my classic Sega Genesis Sonic games as well. We have the original behind the Sonic, Super Sonic characters, if you can't tell. Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles underneath. These are all of my original copies, too, from when I was a kid. I didn't go to Pawn Shop or eBay, whatever, to get them. These are all my originals from when I was a kid. We have the Mag from Sonic Adventure 2 from Dreamcast, Sonic Shuffle, who played that? Yeah, buddy. Sonic Rush from the DS. We have a Sonic Generations back there. We have an Eggman poster. Very nice. We have a deluxe Shadow figure with the wings. This is from Shadow Generations, Sonic Generations X. Love this figure. Super hard to manage, but I'm very happy to have it nevertheless. I failed to mention this during the Mario section, but we have a whole host of Mario Happy Meal toys that just, you know, here they are. Super Mario Brothers 3 for NES. I have 2 of these. Yeah, gotta love it, dude. Then we have a Jack Specific. This is the Oil Zone from Sonic 2. Very cool. Got a Sonic figure on top of there. This is the Death Egg from the Sonic movie. We have a Super Sonic figure there as well. I just added a 2.5-inch Super Silver and Super Shadow because, I don't know, why not? Of course, don't let me fail to mention Super Sonic and Super Shadow from the movie as well. Also, if we look behind the Death Egg here, you can see Sonic and Eggman battling it out as always. Very cool. Another little tidbit, you can see both classic Tails and movie Tails in the cockpits of their own respective tornadoes as well. Y'all see that Sonic Adventure 2 player's guide right there? Not that I needed it when I was a kid. I just wanted it because why not? I feel like my dad took me to the mall one time and he was like, pick something out. And I was like, put it on the spot. I don't know what to get. Okay, I'm gonna get this because it's Sonic. Why not? Let me show you the Mario Kart section. A pretty small portion of the channel, at least when it comes to video-wise, but one that I'm very proud of nevertheless, especially since they kind of discontinued this line as well. We do have a Pauline Mario Kart coming for that was exclusive to San Diego Comic-Con, but I have yet to receive it. I did order it though. But we have all of the main characters that have been released, I think, other than King Boo. So I think a Metal Sonic is floating out in the wild as well that I never got. Other than that though, we have all of the other major characters. Mario, Rosalina, Peach, Luigi, Yoshi, Toad, Diddy, Daisy, Bowser Jr., Donkey, Wario, Bowser. We have a blue shell right there. That's super cool. Wario. We have Toadette, Baby Peach, Baby Luigi, Baby Mario, Tanuki Mario, Cat Peach. That Bone Bowser. He is worth so much money on eBay right now. It's insane. I think him alone is worth $100. Yeah, we have a blue Shy Guy, red Shy Guy, some Koopa and Lukita. Very cool. And we have a few of the different colored Yoshis right there as well. Very nice. Like the Jack Specific line, that is definitely another line that it blows my mind that they still don't make different characters for. They just, like a year or two ago, they just stopped. That we might get one release per year, but other than that, it used to be such a major part of my channel. If you've been following me for years, you would definitely know that. But now, you know, it's not like I chose to stop collecting the line. They just stopped making stuff for it. So, you know, it sucks. But fortunately, that's why you'll never see me just focus on one specific thing. Like, I have to have different branches that is Marjack 79. Because if one branch dies off, then, you know, I can put forth more effort on a different branch to keep the channel alive. You know, I always love Mario. I always love Mario Kart. But, you know, stuff happens, man. So you just have to keep moving it along to, you know, keep pressing on forward. It is what it is. And with that, we'll move on to one of my favorite sections of my channel. One of the first things that I started collecting, honestly, the Super Smash Brothers Amiibos. If you've been following my channel since its inception, since the very beginning, you know that Super Smash Brothers Ultimate came out right around the time of when I was starting the channel. And the Amiibo hunt, oh, the insane Amiibo hunt was at the forefront of my collection for sure. So many characters. I can say that I have a complete set of the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate character selection screen aside from the player 2s. I didn't really care to get the player 2s, but I do have every single character or fighter that was released for this game. From the Mario characters, as you can see, you got Pac-Man, Banjo-Kazooie's up there, Donkey, King K. Rool, Dr. Mario, Pac-Man, the Sonic. Oh man, that was such a good day when Sonic came out for Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I couldn't believe it. It was so cool, man. Castlevania, Metroid, The Legend of Zelda, of course. Gotta love it. Star Fox. Man, dude, they need to make another Star Fox game so bad. I cannot wait to play Metroid Prime 4 for Switch 2. I'm very excited about that. Street Fighter. Pokemon. I've never been a huge Pokemon guy. I played Pokemon Yellow on Game Boy Color when I was a kid. It was fun, but it never really grabbed me. I just think I was too old for it, honestly. We have the Splatoon, Final Fantasy, Cloud, Kingdom Hearts. Well, how much of a shock was that to see Sora take on the likes of Mario and Sonic on Smash Brothers? So cool. F-Zero, Captain Falcon, Minecraft, all the fighter characters, Kid Icarus for Pit, Dark Pit, Paulina, very cool. The Fire Emblem characters, very nice, man. Animal Crossing at the corner there, Earthbound, Ness, and Lucas, very nice. The Xenoblade Chronicles, Kirby, very nice. I love this game so much. So excited to see what the Switch 2 does with the Smash Brothers characters. Interested to see if they just expand upon the Smash Brothers Ultimate formula and include all the characters again, or if they do it like they did with Mario Kart World and just start from the ground up and start it from the beginning again. Very excited to see what they do, man. I guess we'll see. While I got your attention here, well, we will cover Street Fighter here real quick. These are some of the newest action figures that I have added to my collection. These are the Jada action figures. I was kind of, you know, starstruck on this line at first because I'm not the biggest Street Fighter fan, but definitely from an action figure perspective, these are some of the coolest action figures I've ever had on my shelf. We got Ryu, Ken, and Chun-Li. So cool, man. These are definitely going to be somewhere on my top 10 for 2025. Even though they came out last year, they are spectacular figures. They really are. The Legend of Zelda. There's no way possible, in my opinion, that you can be a Nintendo kid without being a mega Zelda fan as well. And I am no different. From The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess to The Wind Waker to Skyward Sword to The Ocarina of Time to Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. I have been an avid fan of this franchise for forever. Now, I played not every title, but I'd say every major console release. I have had hundreds upon hundreds of hours traveling Hyrule with Link and Zelda and having the time of my life. The newest addition to this line is the Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom Link here. It looks so cool. This is easily the best Link I've ever had in my collection from an action figure standpoint. I need to pick up the Tears of the Kingdom Ganondorf as well. I want to get the Zelda as well when that comes out, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, man, I've always loved The Legend of Zelda for sure. They have some classics here. We have the Gold Cartridge NES Zelda there. We have our Ocarina of Time. That is the original Ocarina of Time N64 cartridge that I had when I was a kid. Had Twilight Princess back there. The Hyrule Historian, when that came out, that was so cool. Definitely had to add that to the collection as well. All of our Zelda characters are standing on. This is an Ocarina of Time Master Quest. Oh, how rare is that now? They have our Twilight Princess. This is my original from the Wii. Or no, that's Spirit Tracks. I'm tripping. This is our Ocarina of Time Master Quest right here. And then we have our Wind Waker. This is from GameCube. And then we have our Skyward Sword right here. If anybody was interested in specifics here, this is the Figma Skyward Sword Link, the Nindroid Link and Zelda from Wind Waker, Figma Link and Zelda from Twilight Princess. This is the World of Nintendo Ocarina of Time, Link, Zelda, and Sheik. This is an old school Ganondorf from Ocarina of Time. I don't remember. I think it might be Band Presto, if I'm taking an educated guess. I'm sure all the new peeps can tell the Amiibos from what they are. I have a Wolf Link Amiibo. This is a World of Nintendo Ganondorf from Wind Waker. More Amiibos. Red outfitted Link from Ocarina of Time. That's World of Nintendo. King of Red Lions. That was a playset from World of Nintendo. And then we have, of course, we have our Figma Link from Tears of the Kingdom. And then that is a World of Nintendo Zelda from Breath of the Wild. Our newest addition to the Zelda collection is the prop replica Tamashii Nation's Master Sword. This is such a cool addition. I loved every bit of this review. Filming this video, definitely one of the highlights of my entire YouTube career. The accumulation of playing through all of the Zelda titles, coming into getting this sword and adding it to my collection, so freaking cool. So cool, man. I promise. If you're any kind of a Zelda fan, it's not cheap. It was like $200, but trust me, if you're any kind of a Zelda fan, don't mind the dust. Jesus Christ, I need to get that. But yeah, if you're any kind of a Zelda fan, this is a must-have 1000%. And with that, I will say there's no way you be a mega Zelda fan and not having a ton of Zelda stuff at your disposal as well. We have a replica Hylian shield. This is a real Zelda sword that I kind of painted myself. This is based off of the Ocarina of Time sword. It is a real sword. It is sharp. This is a real Master Sword based off of his appearance from Twilight Princess. Right behind a Skyward Sword poster. Then I have my own makeshift pedestal of time that I made from a styrofoam ice bucket that I painted gray and black and cut out a Triforce that made that. Super cool. I actually made this before the channel was even conceived. I just did this for fun. And yeah, this was kind of one of those things where I was like, probably should have filmed that and, posted it on, I don't know, somewhere. But here we are today, 8 years later. Ocarina of Time, champion shirt, Wind Waker Master Sword, bow and arrows from Breath of the Wild, and a Wind Waker that has been sealed for almost a decade. I got this from the Zelda Symphony. There was a concert series that toured across America. So it was the souvenir that I got from it. Breath of the Wild poster. While we're at it, on the Amiibos, we have our Amiibos from Super Mario Odyssey. We have Wedding Bowser, Wedding Peach, Wedding Mario. We have Cat Mario, Cat Peach. They have an 8-bit Mario, it's classic. 8-bit modern Mario, the Amiibo. 8-bit Link, some Wind Waker Link and Zelda action. Tears of Breath of the Wild, Zelda, Breath of the Wild Link there. There's a Paraglide from Tears of the Kingdom. All right, let's tackle some PlayStation stuff here finally. So, God of War, easily my favorite PlayStation franchise of all time. The character Kratos, that's such a cool character. Easily, in my opinion, a core mascot of the PlayStation lineage that has been around since the days of the PlayStation 2. That was my first interaction with him. From battling Zeus and the Olympian god Pantheon to the new god of war, Kratos and Atreus taking out the Norse gods, Thor and Odin. So cool, man. The characters that I have here on my shelf, pretty much a full collection, pretty much. Whatever character that they would have made of God of War, I absolutely would have purchased it. I wish they would have made a Thor and an Odin and even more Olympian god characters as well. Athena, kind of blows my mind that we never got her. I would have loved to have gotten Freya. Yeah, like, how come we never got a Freya? I would have loved to have gotten her as well. But we did get Kratos himself. I have multiple versions of Kratos on the shelf. Him with the Blades of Chaos, him with the Leviathan axe and the shield. Of course, we have Atreus here from God of War. This is her from God of War Ragnarok. Hercules in the backgrounds from God of War 3, Hades, God of War 3. The majority of these are NECA, and some of these are from the PlayStation's official lineup of figures. And then we have some God of War 2 characters back there, Kratos in his God armor, God of War 2 Kratos, Zeus. Then this is God of War 3 Kratos with the Blades of Exile, and the cestus, the weapons that he got from Hercules. Even all these years later, the detail on the cestus gauntlets there are just spectacular. It took me forever, but I did eventually get some real life Blades of Chaos as well. I am so proud of these. These were so fun to play around with. There's a video on the channel for this that is recent. I also have this makeshift soft Leviathan axe as well. I need to get a real one. I've been wanting a real one from quite some time. It's one on Amazon for like $120. It's not official, but it looks awesome, and I just wanted it, man. So stay tuned for that. Definitely going to eventually get it and add it to the collection as well. Let's switch gears again. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Before Dragon Ball, right around the same time as Mario and Power Rangers, a little bit before, these were really the first band of characters that I became a major crazed fan for as a kid. From the 1990s movie, the original, to the 1992, the Secret of the Ooze. You gotta love the Turtles, man. Especially the 90s Turtles, from Leonardo to Raphael, Donatello, Michelangelo, Splinter, April, Casey Jones, Shredder, Super Shredder, Toka and Razor, the TGRI Ooze. Very so nice, man. So cool. Gotta love their pizza. These are the characters that I fell in love with as a child for sure. But then we take it to the cartoon versions of them that I would go to Chuck E. Cheese every other weekend with my mom. She'd take me and let me play the arcade game. Then eventually I was able to get the game on the NES and enjoy it for myself. And we have all of the core characters. At this point, I don't consider myself a mega Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fans. There's so many versions or villains that have come out for this line that I just didn't feel the need to get. But I do have the core cast, though, from the Turtles, Splinter, Krang, the games back there, April, got the TMNT movie on Blu-ray back there. Those blue and red glasses are from the 3D version of some of the more recent movies that came out. And you have Bebop and Rocksteady, Shredder, Krang, Baxter Stockman, the Foot Clan. So cool, man. Very, very nice. I loved the Turtles growing up for sure. I still do. Even though they change every couple of years with different versions of them, they will still always hold such a special place in my heart. Metroid, Samus Aran. Gotta love it, man. My love for Metroid started with Smash Brothers, like so many other Nintendo franchises, but the love was solidified when I put Metroid Prime from the Nintendo GameCube into that system and finally traveled to the depths with Samus Aran. Those adventures will last in my memory a lifetime. That led me to definitely start collecting the Metroid franchise action figures hardcore. This is the Samus Aran based off of the viral suit from Metroid Prime, Zero Suit Samus, Gravity Suit Samus, Phazon Samus. The majority of these are from Metroid Prime. We do have some Amiibos from Metroid, and I can't remember that robot's name, but we have a Figma Metroid that is based on her appearance from Other M. Some Metroids, of course, a little dusty, but they get the job done. Then we have a replica arm cannon from the Metroid Prime series as well, over top of some game guys from Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. Super cool. and it has the sounds and lights up as well. There's a video on the channel for this too. All right, let's run through some singles here. We have our Banjo-Kazooie, the Fur Edition. I can't remember what line this is from, but super cool figure. Some people were trying to hate on this one at first, but I got it on clearance for 44 bucks. So happy to have this in my collection. I loved the original Banjo-Kazooie for Nintendo 64. Love him on Smash Brothers, Banjo-Tooie, so this was a no-brainer to add to my collection. Elizabeth and Booker DeWitt from BioShock Infinite. I love this game. I've never been a huge BioShock fan, but I did play this game individually when it came out on PlayStation Plus, and I had such a fun time with it, and that's why they make their way to the collection. Beautiful Joe and Okami. These two characters need sequels to their dead franchises so bad. If we ever gap them, I would partake in a heartbeat. We have some Naughty Dog heroes here of Nathan Drake. This is definitely a franchise that kind of blows my mind that we didn't get more characters for. We have a Nathan Drake from Uncharted 4. There's a statue from Uncharted 3. I mean, I would have picked up a Sam Drake or an Elena or Sully or some of the villains. It's crazy, man. Why do we not have, why just Nathan Drake himself? It just blows my mind. At least we got both Ellie and Joe from The Last of Us. This is NECA as well. Same thing, I would have picked up more characters. I would have picked up Tommy or I can't think of her girlfriend's name, but I would have picked her up too. Yeah, but I'm happy to have the core characters from the games. Obviously, I love The Last of Us 1 and Part 2. I love the entire Uncharted franchise as well, 1 through 4. So fun, man. Star Fox, Falco, Peppy, and Slippy. Very happy to have these classic Nintendo characters added onto the shelf. Star Fox Adventures, Star Fox 64, along with Super Smash Bros. We also have a replica R-Wing back there as well. Super cool, man. Some of the weapons, a B-Bomb, some little mini R-Wings too. Oh yeah, we got to mention we have the Uncharted ring there as well. Very cool, man. Comes out good. 2B from Nair Autonoma. This is SH Figure Arts. Absolutely loved posing this figure around. It was so much fun. I love this game as well. It came out on PlayStation 4, and I played the heck out of it until I platinumed it. Such a fun title. I recommend that to anybody that is a fan of the genre. You know, beat 'em up, slasher titles. Such a fun game. Some of the coolest music I've ever interacted with in a video game. Got Master Chief back there. I've never been a Microsoft guy, but I did play Halo 3 on the Xbox 360 when I was in college. And that game title enough was to get me to add this action figure to the collection. Astrobot, one of our newer figures, won Game of the Year 2024. And I absolutely agree with that decision. This was such a fun title. This was another game that I played to completion until I platinumed it. I loved every minute of it. Pretty much just a celebration of PlayStation. It has references from Uncharted, Horizon, God of War, so on and so forth. Just so many. Final Fantasy. It's such a cool experience. Spider-Man, so cool, man. Batman, the Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, Arkham Knight, Arkham Origins franchise. We have all of the core cast of characters here. I've had these characters on my shelf for a decade now. Batman, Robin, Nightwing, Batgirl, Oracle, Catwoman, Red Hood, the Arkham Knight. There's a Batman Arkham Asylum statue back there. Harley Quinn, Joker, Deathstroke. Very, very cool, man. I loved collecting these figures. They were so fun to have. Honestly, I believe I collected these before the channel even started. You won't see very many the videos of these figures because I've just had these for so long now. It's not even funny. But that doesn't mean I didn't love the franchise any less. They're just old. Another shelf of singles here. We have our Lara Croft from the newer franchise of Lara Croft Tomb Raider games. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider. Such fun games. Kind of carbon copies of the Uncharted franchise, but honestly, I don't care if it's not broke, then why fix it? Such a cool new age telling of the origin story of Lara Croft. Ratchet and Clank from A Crack in Time. Cool figures. Some of the rarest figures in my collection as well. Bayonetta, this is from PlayArts Kai. I played Bayonetta 1 and 2. I've yet to play 3, but still just a super cool character. Made her way into Smash Bros. As well. Cole McGrath from Infamous 1 and 2. I love those games, really did. So much fun. Another your PlayStation classic. Horizon Zero Dawn, Aloy. Really love these two games so far as well. Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West. So much fun. Definitely a must play. Ghost of Tsushima. Such a fun game. These are from the same line, the PlayStation line. So cool. Actually, I think the Ghost of Tsushima, I think that might be Figma. Pretty sure that's Figma. Having Nariko from Heavenly Sword. Such a sad occurrence. This was supposed to get a franchise, but just didn't sell enough. It came out on PlayStation 3. Sackboy, such a sad story with him. So happy that I had so much fun with Little Big Planet 1 and 2. I did not get 3 because it got panned so hard. But, you know, definitely just core gaming icons that will always have a special place in my heart for sure. Mortal Kombat. Other than Smash Brothers, Mortal Kombat has always been my favorite fighting game of all time, for sure. From Liu Kang to Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Raiden, Katana, Jax, Baraka, Johnny Cage, Kotal Kahn, Shao Kahn, Noob Saibot, have a Scorpion, the statue back there, Cabal, Kano, Nightwolf, Quan Chi. So cool, man. I've always loved this franchise. I've played every single title to completion from 1 through Mortal Kombat 1. I mean, from the Sega Genesis to the PlayStation 5, I've played every single title. At least the main series, for sure. I love them. Some of them are not the best. We've had some stinkers, for sure. But ultimately, though, I've enjoyed this franchise since, you know, I was a kid. 30 years now. So, you know, that's definitely saying something that it has lasted for this long. It's so cool. I did order the McFarlane Classic Mortal Kombat figures. They're supposed to be arriving sometime this month, so stay tuned for those reviews. When I get them, you'll definitely see them firsthand for sure. Kind of prove that I'm not, you know, bullshitting. This is my original copy of Mortal Kombat from the Sega Genesis. It's Mortal Kombat 2 right there. Super Nintendo. Mortal Kombat Ultimate Mortal Kombat, and then I think that's my copy of Mortal Kombat 3 behind Luke. Oh, no, that's Mortal Kombat 4 right there. Assassin's Creed, another franchise where back in the day I was so in love with. I even considered getting an Nothing Is True, Everything Permitted tattoo on myself. But I don't know, just recently, I mean, after the Ezio Auditore story ended, we moved on to Con Air, to Assassin's Creed Origins, which I love those titles as well. But I don't know, just one of those games where I don't know if I'm just gotten old and it was just the same game over and over and over again, or they just changed the formula. It just wasn't the same anymore. Now, I still have yet to play Assassin's Creed, the one in Japan. Maybe one day, I don't know, but just the yearly releases, I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it. We do have a replica of Connor's axe there. We have a gauntlet here with the hidden blade. That's super cool. Yeah, like as you see, all of these assassins are from the beginning games. Adewale right there, Edward, the twins. Like I said, a whole lot of Ezio, Assassin's Creed Origins, Cassandra, Connor right there. That's not to say that I did not love the franchise at one point. Maybe just not so much now. Avatar: The Last Airbender, easily my favorite Nickelodeon show ever. From Avatar Aang to Katara, Sokka, Toph, Zuko, Azula, Fire Lord Ozai, Avatar State Aang. Gotta love it. I don't know any person that has watched cartoons, especially on Nickelodeon from the 90s to early 2000s, that was not a fan of this show. I wish more higher quality action figure line would tackle this franchise, like SH Figure Arts or Figma, anybody else. If they did, I would pick them up instantly, but it's been 20 years in the pipeline here and we still just really don't have anything. So what are you going to do? Star Wars, probably the franchise that I am the newest addition of a fan to, and probably the one that has been so long since I've actually purchased a figure from. I got the core cast of characters. Definitely not a franchise where I needed every single character. There's so many characters floating around in the Star Wars universe now that and especially with the most recent shows that I just was not a fan of. Oh God, the Star Wars Acolyte, don't even get me started. I love the classic movies. I love the Anakin Skywalker saga. I enjoyed Star Wars The Force Awakens. With the Rise of Skywalker and The Last of the Jedi, or the one where Luke Skywalker was a bitch. Not so much a fan. I always love Star Wars, but man, it's definitely, I'm the most controversial Star Wars fan ever. It's definitely a 50-50 love-hate relationship, 1000%. What can I say? I love The Mandalorian, though. He's cool. I'm very excited to see that movie, That's why he's the centerpiece of this collection, him and Grogu. I would say Ahsoka Tano is my overall favorite character. You got Cara Dune right there, very nice. Rest in peace, Apollo Creed. I got Boba Fett, Han. Got the Mandalorians there. Bitch-ass Finn in the background there. Yep. Qui-Gon, that's always cool. Got Luke and Leia, nice, just don't make out. Another Ahsoka, Anakin, Vader, Luke, Yoda, Palpatine, Dooku, Kylo Ren. Yeah, a lot of the Sith comes out good, man. I'm not going through. It's just one of those sections of the collection where I'm like, I'll tell you what, there's that Star Killer though. From The Force Unleashed, you gotta love Star Killer. I was so happy when the Star Wars Black Series announced this figure. I was so happy to get it into my collection. Easily one of my favorite figures from the entire line. Definitely the Cal Kestis as well from the Jedi Fallen Order. Absolutely love that game. I still need to play the sequel. We will eventually when I get some time in my adult life. It's so funny, the freedom that you have as a child, and then you grow up and then you just don't have the time to play the video games like you did when you were little. But yeah, ultimately though, I am pretty satisfied with where my Star Wars action figure collection is. I really haven't ran into a character that I don't already have that I just have to have in my collection. I know they just released that new Obi-Wan and Anakin. Maybe we'll get that and update the shelf here. Maybe not. We'll see. I do have some lightsabers as well. We have the Galaxy's Edge Darksaber. We got this from Walt Disney World's Hollywood Studios. It took like 3 trips for me to finally track it down. I'm very excited to have this in my collection. We also have the Hasbro Darksaber as well from The Mandalorian. This is the better version in my opinion. Again, very, very happy to have this in my collection. This is my Galaxy's Edge Builder Saber that we got from Hollywood Studios. Very, very cool. There was a full experience of getting to build your own lightsaber at Disney World Galaxy's Edge. That is a cool experience if you're any kind of a Star Wars fan. Highly recommend it if you're ever at Walt Disney World. I think the price of it is $250 now. When I did the experience, it was $199, but you know, with inflation, $250. But even with that price, I still think it's worth it. We also have the Luke Skywalker Episode 6 green lightsaber in our collection as well. Very, very cool, man. You know, when it comes to Star Wars, like I said, a little bit controversial, definitely hit and miss. I love some of it. I despise some of it. But ultimately, though, I am happy that I am a fan of the franchise. We also have the Darth Vader Episode 6 red lightsaber here as well. And then we have the Anakin Skywalker Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith blue lightsaber. Very, very cool. I'm very happy to have these in my collection as well. What's cool is, even after all these years, they still work relatively well. Oh, I've had these for years, man. They've been battered and beaten and all sorts, but they still work fine. There you go. Look at that. Sweet. Very nice. And now let me take you to the DC section of the shelf. This is where all of my movie figures, some video game figures, some cartoon figures are. Some of my favorite DC Comics movie figs. Of course, we have the Justice League here from the Snyderverse, Aquaman, Flash, Cyborg, Wonder Woman, Batman. That is the Batman from The Dark Knight, the Joker from The Dark Knight, Suicide Squad, Peacemaker Custom. They have Cyborg from the Teen Titans, Batman from the animated series, and a few figures from the Batman Arkham Asylum, the Joker and Batman from Arkham Origins, the newest Superman from the Legacy Superman that just came out, the Henry Cavill Superman, probably still my favorite personally, Aquaman and Mera. We have Black Adam and the Riddler, Catwoman's right there, and then we have the Rob Pattinson of the Batman as well. Very, very happy with where this collection is as well. I'm definitely more of a Marvel fan than a DC fan for sure, but definitely some of my core favorite characters, to have them on the shelf from some of my favorite DC movies definitely puts a smile on my face. There's no doubt about it. Now, definitely one of the biggest sections of my collection, we have the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Essentially, borderline the entire Infinity Saga on my shelf, from we got the Winter Soldier, Scarlet Witch, Vision, Photon, Captain Marvel, Spider-Man, Black Widow, Cap, Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, Black Panther, Hawkeye, Iron Patriot, Doctor Strange, Falcon, entire cast from Black Panther, Ironheart, Valkyrie, Ant-Man, the Guardians of the Galaxy, all of them. The entire Guardians of the Galaxy team. Got Yondu right there. And go down. Here's the villains section. Killmonger leading them off. We got Namor. Ghost, Loki, Ultron, the entire Thanos team, another Killmonger in the suit. We have Shuri in her Black Panther gear. Have an entire Iron Man section, every suit from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Very, very proud of that. Essentially every suit that Iron Man has worn. There was a major suit from Iron Man 1 to Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3, Avengers Infinity War, Endgame, Age of Ultron. I definitely have all of the main suits for sure, so that definitely puts a smile on my face. Newest, Fantastic Four. We just got these in not too long ago. Silver Surfer, we have the Hawkeye, that Hawkeye from the Disney Plus show. The Loki series, we have Sylvie, She-Hulk, Ghost. Where are you at, Ghost? Please come back. Come on, man. I love this character so much. He was so cool in his show. I just want him to appear in a movie somewhat. Same with Shang-Chi. I'm happy that I have that. It's Marvel as well. I love that character. Shang-Chi, his dad, his sister, Katie. Very cool. I love that movie as well. Cannot wait for these characters to make their reappearance in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Even have the Eternals. I know this movie got panned so hard, but I actually enjoyed this movie. Definitely one of those unfortunate movies that I enjoyed that the majority of people did not like, but I liked it, so I bought the figures for it. Here they are. Thor 4, Love and Thunder. This movie sucked, I'm not gonna lie, but the figures were clearance and I couldn't help myself, and I went ahead and picked them up and added them to the collection as well. We do have some weapons from the Marvel Cinematic Universe as well. Captain America's shield. We have the Nano Gauntlet. Iron Man's helmet. There is Sotor from Thor Ragnarok. He's too big to fit on the shelf. Mjolnir from Thor. Spider-Man's Iron Helmet. We have the Black Panther helmet. And then we have the Infinity Gauntlet. That is super cool. Sweet. Newer movies, we have Red Hulk, Captain America, and Falcon, the new Falcon. Now Peter Parker, MJ, and Ned from the Spider-Man franchise. Continuing on with Spider-Man, let's lead off with our Miles Morales from Into the Spider-Verse. I love this figure. This is from Mayfex. Let me go through a little gauntlet here. We got Spider-Man, Spider-Gwen, Spider-Man 99, the Iron Spider, symbiote suit, the Lizard from No Way Home. We have Doc Ock, and then there's Venom from the Spider-Man video game. Then we have the Spider-Man No Way Home, the final suit. That's also going to be the first suit that appears in the Brand New Day Spider-Man movie that they're making right now. We have a display here. Spider-Man PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5 video game with Black Cat, symbiote suit Spider-Man. We have the advanced suit Spider-Man, Miles Morales right there in the background as well. Really proud of that. Very happy to have that in my collection. Then we have our Spider-Man brothers here with Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and Tobey Maguire. Tobey Maguire will always be my personal favorite Spider-Man, but I am very happy with what Tom Holland has done with the character. Really enjoy his performances on all of the Spider-Mans. We have our Green Goblin, Mysterio, Electro, Vulture in the back there. Very cool. Then we take it to inside the Spider-Verse with Miles, Gwen, Peter B. Parker, Spider-Man 99, Miguel. That's a comic Venom. We have Captain America right there with Sam the Falcon. Then we lead into our Jim Lee X-Men here. I'm not a huge comic book fan. I definitely collected these just based off of my love of the original X-Men series from the 90s, so it's in some of the video games too. So we just have the core team for real. I'm very excited to have that. Wolverine, the Jean Grey, Cyclops, Professor X, Storm, Beast. That you already know that Gamerverse, Psylocke, super cool to have that in. Green Goblin from the comic, Rogue back there as well, Gambit. Here we have the Brotherhood of Mutants, have Magneto, Mystique, Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch, Thanos back there, comic book, Gamerverse, Sabretooth, have the Phoenix, comic, Deadpool, Cable. I know it's kind of random. Brown suit Wolverine back there, but I just got him in because I'm a huge Marvel guy. What can I say? Then we have some more movie figures here. This is the Deadpool, Wolverine, Marvel Legends from the movie. That Deadpool is from Deadpool 2. Cable, I can't remember her name, the Negosonic Warrior Explosion or something. Venom from the movie, even though I kind of despise the Venom movies, I still ended up picking up a figure. We do have the movie, Professor X, Magneto, and Mystique. Then we have our Netflix, Disney Plus, Marvel characters as well, the Deadpool, the Punisher. You know, we have updated versions of those characters coming soon. We also have the Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and Elektra. Some more Spider folks here. This is our Inside Out suit from No Way Home. Then we have the suit from Spider-Man Far From Home that he had in Paris when he was fighting Mysterio. We also have our Disney Plus Captain Peggy. We have our Steve in his little iron suit here. Nebula, definitely a cool what if she was never canonicized by Thanos. Spider-Man from this universe as well, Doctor Strange, and just a random Peter B. Parker there in his crazy outfit there. Now presenting, let me take you to the Walt Disney World section. If you didn't know, I have been an avid Walt Disney World fan my entire life, even when I was a kid. I went one time during my entire childhood, and I made it a definite mission in my adulthood to be able to travel to this place as much as I possibly could. And for the most part, I have succeeded in that. So let's go through what we got here. We have a replica of the Walt Disney World sign here. Pretty cool. I even added my own little customizations to it where dreams come true. Simply too cool. There's a lot of signs from the Mickey's Halloween party, the after hours events. We've done so many of those, it's not even funny. We have a replica of the Ozwelski Cinderella Castle. We have Spaceship Earth. We can get a couple of little trinkets here from Test Track. The Disney's Magical Express, Soarin', Haunted Mansion Cup, the Black Spire Outpost. This is from Galaxy's Edge in Hollywood Studios. We got the Sorcerer's Hat back there if you can't see it. 50th Anniversary Cup. You have a Small World replica kind of castle situation going on there. I actually got that from a Comic-Con, not Disney World itself, but I saw this spinning on the shelf at a Comic-Con and I couldn't pass up on it, so we picked that up. That was about $100. We have a plate with a Cinderella Castle Insomnia on it. Splash Mountain Cup, rest in peace. Mickey's Runaway Railroad, and Radiation Springs Racers, Tiana's Bayou Adventure keychain. We have a Tron Life Cycle car, Hollywood Tower of Terra Bell here. Very nice. We have the Tree of Life replica. We have an Epcot Spaceship Earth Cup. We have an Avengers Campus from Disneyland Cup. We have a Pandora drum there. We have a Jedi Mickey from Star Wars in Hollywood Studios. We have the Expedition Everest Snow Globe, or a Guardians of the Galaxy ship here. Both of the replicas that you ride on during the attraction. Hollywood Tower of Terra replica. We have a Sleeping Beauty Castle from Disneyland. Ozwelski as well replica. Sleeping Beauty Castle, this is the replica from Disneyland Paris. This Cinderella statue is a replica of the showcase that you see when you first enter onto the Disney cruise ship, the Dream. Speaking of the Dream, this is a replica of the Dream ship here. We have an Admiral Donald. This is the statue that you see when you first walk onto the Disney Wish, the cruise ship. We have a Magnet from Norway, an Epcot Cup from Disney Cruise Line. We have a replica of a Main Street USA from Disney World Trash Can, the Tiki Room Cup from the Polynesian Resort, a boat from the Jungle Cruise. We have a Dumbo with Mickey and Minnie riding. Paris, a replica from Epcot. Then is a Lion King Broadway show medallion. The People Mover here, the replica with Mickey and Minnie riding, chilling in the background there. Then we also have the now retired Rock and Roller Coaster drum set sticks that you see in the background there. Also put a Guitar Hero, Aerosmith, in the background there if you can't tell. That's pretty cool. A Big Thunder Mountain Railroad coffee mug here, the wildest ride in the wilderness. A Casey's Corner Junior mug here in the shape of a baseball. It's where you can get your best hot dogs. Mickey on the Matterhorn there. That is a Disneyland exclusive. We have a Castaway Key Cup from the Disney Cruise Line. We have a replica of Toy Story. Slinky Dog from Hollywood Studios. Look at that, super cool. We have a Spider-Man ride vehicle from Adventures Campus from Disneyland, Disney's California Adventure, Space Mountain from Magic Kingdom. We have the Pixar Ball, the Disneyland 50th Anniversary Cup, Pug, Men in Black, Universal Studios, poster from Big Thunder Mountain, poster from Space Mountain, poster from Splash Mountain, rest in peace. A gingerbread house from the Disney Cruise Line. We have a replica of the Walt Disney World Railroad. As you can see, very, very cool. The monorail here, with Mickey leading the way with the contemporary resort. We did get these cool swords from the Cinderella's Royal Table. That is the restaurant inside of the Magic Kingdom and Cinderella's Castle. And these blue ones here, you get those when you first enter the Disney Wish. We have a Jedi and Sith holochrome here. Those can be purchased from Galaxy's Edge from Hollywood Studios, another Pixar ball. We have a Coca-Cola bottle and a Sprite bottle. Akin to Galaxy's Edge, super cool. We have a poster for the monorail system at Walt Disney World. Random statues of a Han Solo cast and the Carbonite and the Mr. Moon here. Then this little buddy here is a Pandora little dragon guy from, you know, Flight of Passage, the World of Avatar. When Cars 3 came out, I was definitely invested in getting a little collection from the Cars series as well. These are the Hot Wheels cars, just the main cast: Lightning Mater, Cruz Moraz, Jackson Storm, some other, the Lightning McQueen, color scopes there, Sally. Small World poster, Pirates of the Caribbean poster, Haunted Mansion poster. Forgot to mention that I also have this Cycle from the Dark Knight Rises as well. Jungle Cruise poster, The Lion King on Broadway poster, Black Panther poster, Railroad poster, Sunshine Tree Terrace poster, Country Bear Jamboree poster, Adventureland poster, Snow White Scary Adventures poster, Art of Animation poster, random Pizza Hut, Spider-Man Far From Home pizza top and I just couldn't bring myself to throw away, so I kept it. World of Pandora poster. You can see that this is near the opening before it came out. Opens 5/27/17. Man, that was a long time ago, but very, very cool. A Fantasmic seat. You can rest your butt on there so you don't have to sit on those hard seats when you watch Fantasmic at Hollywood Studios at Disney World or Magic Kingdom at Disneyland. All right, that kind of wraps it up for the Disney stuff, so let's hit some Universal stuff here real quick. We have the Universal Studios globe here, silver, some shot glasses here, very nice. Simpsons, Transformers, that is the Orlando Eye. I don't even think it's called that anymore. The St. Louis Arch, when I traveled to St. Louis all those years ago. That was before I was even vlogging. Back to some more Universal stuff. We have an Epic Universe, Isle of Burke, icons that you see when you first enter into the land. The Las Vegas Spear shot glass. We did travel to New York, the Statue of Liberty, Empire State Building, Mario Cup from the Nintendo store in New York. Super cool experience. All that is on the channel. Las Vegas Snow Globe. When we traveled to Vegas, Martin Luther King Jr. From the Memorial, Epic Universe keychain, Frankenstein's Castle keychain, a Hogwarts Castle, Christmas ornament, Potter himself, Potter's Wine, Hogwarts Express, the Men in Black glasses, the motorbike Hagrid's, best milkshakes in the world, Velocicoaster mug. Y'all should know by now that I am a die-hard Philadelphia Eagles fan. Go Birds, Fly Eagles Fly. Got a Jalen Hurts action figure with the Super Bowl helmets in the background there. Just a regular Eagles helmet background there. Gatorade bottle, Eagles hat. Muhammad Ali from the comic of him versus Superman. Obviously, I'm from Louisville. I'm an avid Louisville Cardinals fan as well. Muhammad Ali from Storm Collectibles. Michael Jordan always been my favorite athlete. I mean, if you grew up in the 90s, how on God's earth was Michael Jordan not your favorite athlete? But Michael Jordan's pop, Smash Bros. Luigi's Mansion, Paper Mario, Super Mario Sunshine, Player's Guides. Why not? That's Sonic and his little catapult there. A little Sonic Superstars display. They have those 8-bit Sonic figures there. That's some random Ellie and Joel, Mario, Sonic's there, some Zelda stuff. All of our consoles here. When I say I'm a gamer. Switches, our PlayStation 5, all of our games here. I don't really collect physical games anymore. We usually just go towards the digital now. However, I am happy to have this stuff for sure. There's all of our consoles here that I had when I was a kid. The Wii U, 64, Nintendo Entertainment System, Game Boy, Wii U, Dreamcast, Sega CD, PlayStation 2, 3, and 4. Very nice, man. And to close this out, I'll show you the review station. We have a Trip here from Sonic Mania and a Donkey Kong Bonanza Amiibo. I'm still currently playing through it right now as we speak, trying to wait for it to really grip me if I wanted to talk about it or not. But yeah, that's where we are right now, man. So got the review station. We got some Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Vegeta action and extra beers, that Ghost Goku and extra Nappa, some sealed Super Saiyan Goku, Goku Black, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, another Goku and Vegeta is from Dragon Ball Super Hero, Krillin, an extra Sonic and Knuckles, a light up Sonic and Shadow Super Style. That is my most viewed action figure video of all time. So every time you click on a Mark Jack 79 video and you see these figures, because y'all seem to really resonate with that video, so that's why they are in that spot. Legendary Super Saiyan Goku, Kale King Goku, Mario, Sonic, Super Sonic, and the Soap Shoes, Link, Banjo-Kazooie, a whole host of other characters, some sealed characters. Just super cool, man. I'm not gonna go through it all. Y'all seen this a million times here. So Mario Kart poster in the back there, some Sonic characters in the back. Comes out good, man. Comes out good. Okay, I think that should about wrap us up. That is about everything for our 2025 edition of the collection. I know it's a lot. If you stuck all the way with me through this full hour of me showing you everything, I appreciate it. I really do. And that is going to wrap us up, my friends. So if you enjoyed this rundown of the full length of my collection, you know what to do. Hit that like button. I'd really appreciate that. We are definitely far from done, even with all the crazy politics, with all the tariffs going around and being able to get new figures in from other countries. Like, it's brutal, man. It's brutal. But what we do, we persist and we endure and we move on. I'm very close to 64,000 subscribers. That's super cool. So it would appear that y'all enjoy my content, and I really do appreciate it. I appreciate the love and the support that you have given me throughout the years, and I have no plans of stopping anytime soon. Okay, if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button. If you want to see more content just like this, hit that subscribe button. You can follow me at youtube.com/markjack79. I am also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. As always, my friends, thank you guys for the years upon years of support, and I will see y'all on the next one. I'll catch y'all later.